Kurt mentioned this, but I wanted to highlight the fact that you incorporated humor into a speech about pain medicine. It was just kind of amazing, and you really, you seemed like you're enjoying yourself the whole time, and there were quite a few, I mean, even from the opening, who likes pain, and kind of all of us want, and then you really worked that into, I find it fascinating, well, not pain itself, but the study. I thought that was a really great way to open, and then you had a couple other ones it worked in somewhere about things that were happening through the story. So I think that's a great way. When you have a topic like this, it could be dry, you know, if you're lecturing about pain medicine, but the way you chose to tell it made us interested, and we wanted to know what happened throughout the whole thing. So I think that's very, very cool.
Yeah. So Pratap, you know that the most important part of the speech is what part? Beginning, right? When you involve the attention of the audience, and you started with a question. Starting with a question is a very effective way. You instantly draw attention of the people. But your question was, how many of you like pain, right? And you could use, do you like pain, right? Because when you ask the audience, how many of you like pain, you don't really need the number. It doesn't matter for you the number, right? And second, everyone feels as a part of the huge crowd, right? And just it's better to feel as a single person, like you're talking to one person and looking at many, rather than you speak to all of them. And when you address your question just to the one person, like, do you like pain? Do you want to avoid pain? Then people start thinking instantly about that and feel that you're talking directly to them, much more personal, and then basically connection improves much better and your speech goes much more interactive.
I love listening to Pratap's speech. I feel whenever I listen to him, as if he's like a very happy kid talking about things. Then we are also being influenced, becoming happy mood. He can talk about pain in such a funny way. So I wonder what he will talk about when he talk about the tax. And one suggestion I have is, it's great to have this enthusiasm all the time, smiling, but maybe have a little bit of change in your speech. For example, when you talk about because in the medicine you fell into sleep, and that time your voice became slower, voice became quiet. So it will add a little bit of variety to your speech. Thank you.
Any more comments? Cool.
I thought, but there's two things I want to call out in this speech. One is that for a lot of us, when we speak at work, we are presenting information which could be very dry. It's 7 things that I want to tell you, and here are those 7 facts. And I really like the way you interlace humor into each of those 7 points. So there was something about fact, data, and then personal experience. And that pattern just followed throughout the entire speech. And I think that's a strategy that we should take back to a workplace, where you state the idea, present the data, and then add the personal element to it, a story or a funny line. The second thing I want to call out is that Pratap always dresses up to a next step meeting.
Yeah, what?
And that's good. That's very good, because it makes you comfortable in that attire when you may be required to speak in that kind of, in a suit or a jacket or a tie. And I think that's just very well done, and you inspire me to shave for the next meeting.
For Pratap, what I find is you also have some grammatical mistake. You said I'm complete out, should be I was complete out. And another, you said medicine to attack the pain. I feel maybe it's better to say reduce or remove the pain.